Okay, this is not my usual type of content. Normally, it's like this and bull like that.
Wait, you're gonna
No.
blame the grandma?
But this, believe it or not, is a school project. And you know what? Screw you. I'm taking advantage of it. Don't fault me for following the rules. Airbags. The thing that would have saved my life during that one Fortnite game if there was a portable version.
Ow, crap, man. Crap, man. Oh my goodness, that's getting run over.
They were invented by a man named John Hederick in 1953 as a way to stop people from turning into a frickin' projectile from a fender bender. There was one problem though. The airbags could not stop failing the QTE and could not stop the person inside the car from trying to sing Elton John. The fix for this is actually kind of genius. What they did was they put in a sensor that would detect a collision and a small chemical canister filled with a chemical called sodium azide, which, upon ignition and contact with the air, decays and produces a large volume of nitrogen gas, therefore stopping your impact with the concrete. Later, Ford came out with a new line of vehicles in 1971 with driver and passenger airbags. But there was another problem. They were separate from the actual vehicle, which you'd think, oh, just purchase a few airbags, it'll be fine. No, they were, number one, marketed as a seatbelt substitute. What the f***? And next, they were also extremely expensive, so the project quickly fell off. The government then decided that all automobiles have to have airbags. And practically forced everyone to abide by those rules. Speaking of laws and rules, I've been told by my chemistry teacher to say how each of the gas laws applies to this bullshit. So, let's start off with Boyle's law. Don't fault me for following the rules. According to Boyle's law, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So, the more pressure you have, the less volume you have. So, in order to keep your dash cam from ending up on live leak, the airbag expands to compensate for the pressure. If the volume didn't compensate for the pressure, then the airbag would put it in the best words I can, just f***ing blow up. Charles's law. The law that I couldn't find any information for because it relates to temperature and it doesn't freaking mention anything about it in any sources I've seen, so yeah, I'm not gonna go diving around for that because there's probably like no information on it, and obviously
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Gay Lussac's law. Lusac? I don't know, dude. This is another gas law that relates to temperature, but unlike Charles's law, Google actually had the decency to give me some sources, so that's great. From what I could gather from the few sources that I've seen, the gas, when it is first exerted from the canister, is very hot, and with that comes increased pressure. The temperature heats up and cools quickly to ensure inflation and deflation in time with the crash. Avogadro's law. Again, another law with little information about it regarding airbags. Like, come on, Google. You're 1 for 4 right now. Get your together. The only thing I've found regarding Avogadro's law in airbags is that the volume of gas released is directly proportional to the number of gas molecules. That's literally it. I don't know what else you want me to say. The ideal gas law is the only non-narcissistic gas law on this list. The equation being PV equals nRT, or pressure times volume equals moles times gas constant times temperature. So when an airbag goes off, it inflates because the pressure and volume have to equal the moles constant and temperature. If the two equations do not equal each other, well, you're going to be cosplaying Superman for a second or two. That is, if the airbag attempts to deploy in the first place. Again, this is technology we're talking about. It's not always going to be 100% accurate, though it is accurate most of the time. And I would like to thank airbags for allowing me to keep. I would also like to give a shout out to my chemistry teacher, Mr. Hockemeyer, for giving me the green light to do this BS. Absolute legend. Also, sorry about all the cursing. I want to actually give myself some personality in these videos and not just sound like a robot reading it off a website. So, sorry about the cursing.